Alright, with a new badge in hand, let's just head on to the Pokémon Center. And... oh my god! Anyways, welcome back to my FireRed Omega Nuzlocke. And as you can see, we are being ambushed by Bill, who is offering us a 5-star trip to the Sevi Islands, which I believe will be a point of return for a while. And that is why my headcanon is... oh, I'm just gonna say no, by the way. Oh yeah, the good thing is, you don't have to go right away. Because, looking at my team, yeah, I think I want to heal first, and probably switch up the team again. So, with that being said, yeah, so before you can tackle the 8th gym and fight the gym leader there, Bill is taking you on a luxury cruise to the Sevi Islands. And my headcanon is that Bill is actually in cahoots with Team Rocket, because he is actually trying to hold you back from fighting Giovanni, the last line of defense of Team Rocket. But, yeah, that being said, we have no choice but to accept. So let me bring Jackie back. Reptar, you've been a great help, and I will probably reintroduce you to the team if necessary. But for now, we'll take Jackie along for the ride. And let's just talk to Bill and make our way to the islands. As we hear the lovely escort music, which you wouldn't get to hear otherwise at this point. So there we go.
Looks like my pal's built a raft too. He sent especially here to Cinnabar to pick me up.
Yeah, I don't get that, why Bill is supposed to have a, like, southern accent. I don't know where that came from. But anyways, here we are on Sevi Islands. More specifically, one island. Yeah, it's just one island, you know. It's just one of them. No, they really weren't that creative when naming them. Because you got 1 island, 2 island, 3 island, and so on. But... oh, that's actually a new Pokémon Center music. I don't remember that. Yeah, so... I didn't really see the Sevi Islands much, because... whenever I play the remakes, I always forget about this part. And, some runs I don't even get here, because I just give up halfway through. But anyways, here we have Celio. Not the Pokemon Celio, but the guy Celio. You know the guy. And this is actually them... oh yeah, there we go. It's 2 island, and there's a game corner. But yeah, as I was saying, this is kind of them retconning... or not retconning, but a way to introduce trading to Ruby and Sapphire. So, that's why there's just this massive machine there. Or, time machine, really. But, yeah. And we get... oh my god, give me more stuff, why don't you? Give me some healing items while you're at it. Okay, finally free. So, with that said, let's explore a bit. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Captain Joe? Okay, and this guy is saying... oh, there's a volcano here. Do we have to fight Blaine again in the very heart of the volcano itself? But, anyways, as I was saying before I explore the town, let us catch some Pokemon. Because we're in a new area, obviously. And Sevi Islands are really big. Like, there's not really big in that sense, but there are a lot of small areas with potential new catches. So this really is a godsend, because my squad in the PC isn't really that diverse. So yeah, let's go. What do we got? Oh. Wow, that was a roller coaster of emotions again, because I haven't played the game in a few days, because as you're probably able to hear, I was a bit sick. But nowadays, now I'm feeling a bit better, so I can play again. And when I saw the Gyarados, I thought, hey, that's an awesome Pokemon, wow. But then I remembered, wait, I have a Gyarados already. Well, damn it. And I also have a Kingdra, so I'm not allowed to catch the Horsey. Before I fish again, let me see if there's some grass here. Kindle Road, that's new. No, there's not. Okay. And I think if I surf down, there's a completely new area. So, yeah, there's Treasure Beach. So 1 island, I'll just try surfing, see what I can find then. And meanwhile, just talk a bit about the Sevi Islands. Or not, because I get interrupted by Tentacool. I already have a Tentacool, so this was a wasted area. Whatever. So one thing that always stood out to me with these islands is that every route has kind of a generic name. Like here we have one island, the town. Here we have Treasure Beach. Here we have a trainer, which I didn't avoid. Oh well. And yeah, so they always have some generic name. And they couldn't they couldn't just go with Route 24, Route 25, Route 30, etc. Because those routes were already done in Johto. However, they could have just gone with Route like 50, 51, which is what they've done in the Gold Silver remakes. But whatever. And yeah, oh, Dugong. Dugong is kind of interesting. I've always wanted to use one because when you think of water types, Dugong is usually not one that comes to mind immediately. Because it looks so bland and generic, and it doesn't really offer anything special, other than a secondary ice type. But that's kind of why I want to use that. I like using underdog Pokemon. But that's a Dugong. It's gone. It's a Dugong. Ha! A Dugong. Oh my god, I even failed at my own stupid joke. Oh well. But whatever. Since this is a new area in a remake, I would like to talk a bit about remakes and ports as well, because I'm not a big fan of them. Now, I like remakes when they're done right. Like this one, for example. Because this one adds some extra content. And yeah, I prefer remakes if the developers put some effort into them. And yeah, add some bonus content. Like here we have a completely new area to explore, both in the main game and the post game too. Because in the main game, we only have access to the islands 1, 2, and 3. But in the post game, we'll also get to explore 4, 5, 6, and 7. So look forward to that. And really? Really? I'm just finding all the Pokemon I already have, huh? But yeah, I also don't mind these Leaf Green FireRed remakes. Because, let's be honest, the original Red and Blue needed a remake desperately. Because the originals are just a glitchy mess, and a lot of Pokemon sprites look absolutely hideous. And, oh my god, are you serious? Another wasted catch. Really? Because I'm not allowed to catch duplicates. And if I find a Pokemon 3 times in a row that I already have, yeah, I'm not allowed to catch anything. So, 2 areas wasted. That's a good start. I also don't mind remakes, when the originals are kind of old. Excuse me for a sec. Oh, sorry, had to sneeze there. Whatever. Yeah, I also don't mind remakes when the originals are really old. For example, let's take Crash Bandicoot. The original trilogy was released in the 90s. I think the first game was 96. And now, like 20 odd years later, they released the remake trilogy. And it was with updated graphics, and I believe a little extra content too. And besides, I've never had a PS1 growing up, so I'm glad I can finally play those games. And I'm sure this is the case for a lot of other people as well. Because, yeah, especially the younger people. Like, I imagine if you're, in your late teen years, chances are you've never even had a PlayStation. Like, you were too young to have a PlayStation 1. I'm just gonna avoid a few trainers because I want to catch some stuff instead. And I see I need Rock Smash. I hope I get that soon. No, nothing here. But, yeah, so, and finally being able to play Crash Bandicoot was great. They're good games. And one... Rest in peace, Hard Hat. And the newest example for a good remake is probably WarioWare Gold. While it isn't a remake in the sense... Oh, Snubble, that's something new. Very good. Yeah, it's not really a remake, but it takes elements from past WarioWare games and merges them into kind of a best-of the series. Like, it takes elements from the Game Boy Advance game, the first one, then the Advance game Twisted and Touched for the DS. And, oh good, that was a quick catch, very nice. And besides one of them, WarioWare Twisted, never came out in Europe as far as I know. So, yeah, it's great to finally be able to play the Twist games. And what should I name the Snubble? It's a fairy. For some reason. Which is why... no, okay. Yeah, my gamepad is still a bit broken. I still haven't bought a new one. Tinkle, no. No, what am I gonna... No, I'm gonna name you. No, I can't. You're female. Okay, in that case, I will go with Tinkerbell. I know, it's the exact opposite of Tinkerbell. It's supposed to be cute, but Snubble really isn't. But whatever, just roll with it. And yeah, so that's a few examples of good remakes, where the developers did a lot of things right. What I don't like is the current trend of porting everything. Look at what Nintendo are doing at the moment, for example. They're basically taking every good Wii U game and put it on the Switch. Done. It's low effort, it's a quick cash grab, and I hate it. For example, let's look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, this was a full-price Wii U game when it came out, which also got a few DLC packs, which cost a few bucks. And now in 2017, they released it again as a full-price game, while barely offering anything new. Like, there's a few new drivers, no new tracks. It's just the same 5-year-old game plus the DLCs, with a few gameplay tweaks and a few extra secondary modes. And they just did it to, like, bump up the library of the Switch at the beginning, which I guess is fair enough, but it's still a bit shady in my mind. And then we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Again, it was a full-price game on the Wii U, but they released a port for the Switch as, yet again, a full-price game, while they didn't add anything new. The only thing they added was an extra easy mode, which a lot of players won't even get to see, because it takes away any challenge of the game and makes it a cakewalk. And Donkey Kong games just aren't supposed to be easy. Like, they're in the category of challenging platformers. So, I guess they want to make the game more accessible, but it just doesn't fit with the whole Donkey Kong Country is challenging premise. Next, we have probably the worst offender. It's Captain Toad. So, again, it was a Wii U game, it's now on the Switch and the 3DS too. And I think it has some new levels in the Switch version, I'm not sure about the DS or 3DS, which are based on Super Mario Odyssey. And this would be really cool to play. I liked Captain Toad, and I want to try out the new content. However, I've already played through the game on the Wii U, and I don't want to buy it again, just for a few new levels. And it's kind of a slap in the face, honestly, for people who played and liked it on the Wii U, because if they want to play the extra levels, nope, sorry, gotta have to buy the whole game again. It's just kinda ridiculous. And also, some developers are just lazy with their ports. For example, look at Titan Quest for the Switch. It's an RPG kind of like Diablo. It came out on the PC in the mid-2000s, I think 2004, 2005, somewhere around that time. And it worked fine. There were no issues with the game with the PC version. Okay, fair enough. And this year, they released a port for the Switch. And I was a bit excited, because I've really liked Titan Quest, and I wouldn't mind playing it again. But I think it's just the same game without extra content. Seems to be a trend nowadays. But I think it actually comes equipped with quite a few glitches and performance issues, which is really unacceptable for a game from 2004-2005 on 2017 hardware. So I'm glad I didn't buy it. I'm glad I read about the game first. And yeah, I don't know. I still have it on PC on Steam. So if I want to play it again, I'll just do it there. Now, ports between rivaling consoles, I don't mind as much. Because let's say person A only has a PS4, while person B only has a Switch. So you can pick. Fair enough. But if you had a Wii U, and you loved Mario Kart 8, for example, and you want to continue playing the game online with other players, well, sorry, our player base has moved on. To stay up to date, you need to buy the same game again. There you go. And meanwhile, we don't even know if a new Mario Kart is in the works. So, I guess enjoy playing the game, or enjoy playing the same game you've been playing for 5 years, while we laugh our way to the bank. Oh well, that aside, I don't know. They can be fine, but generally, I don't like the remakes. End of story. Okay, and here we have a Nidoking. Nidoking is kind of dangerous. Now, it's not going to be that dangerous because I'm 15 levels ahead, because this is the point in the game where the level curve kind of gets weird. But Nidoking is still a strong Pokemon in its own right. But yeah, because I've done some overgrinding against the gym leaders, I think I'll be set for the islands. Now, I'm kind of bummed out that I only found one new Pokemon on 3 routes so far. So, I don't know. But this hack actually does something interesting with the Savvy Islands. So, in the main games, they're just this kind of side area that you have to go through, kind of a mandatory side quest. And I believe you actually have to fight off Team Rocket later on. But, yeah, in this hack, what they did was, they actually stuck a lot of legendaries into a few caves here. So, I have some legendary killing to do. Hooray for me! Now, I just killed Eradicate. It's by far not a legend. So, I don't even know why I'm pointing that out. Now we have a Sandslash. Sandslash is always kind of overlooked, because it comes quite early in the Pokédex. You can find it quite early in the games, but it's actually quite strong. It has a great defense, a good attack. So, if you want a solid ground type, there you go. Take a Sandslash. Now, you might have noticed there's a few rocks along the way. I've collected many rocks. Yeah, those rocks. Oh, hi. Here's a battle girl. Yeah, so the rocks you can destroy with Rock Smash, which I don't think I have yet. So, I actually can't remember where you get it. But Blaze Kick. Well, it's fitting, I guess. And oh my god, are you serious? Both secondary effects kicked in? The critical and the burn? That's kind of ridiculous there, Hitmonlee. Oh well. Thankfully, Hitmonlee doesn't have a good special attack. So, it's not really using Blaze Kick effectively. And Draco here will dispose of it quickly. Oh, Endure. Oh, that's a good move. Actually, does Endure even work for Hitmonlee? If I reduce it to 1 HP now, wouldn't it get killed by the burn? I guess we'll find out. Maybe. Come on, use Endure. No, you don't. Okay, you're dead. You fail. You fail! And if I had to guess, you have a Hitmonchan. It doesn't take a genius to tell, because... you know, I was kind of hoping for her to use a Hitmontop now, just to prove me wrong. But, sadly, that didn't happen. So, let's just fly onto its face. There we go. And that should be enough for the kill. Indeed, it is. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't get a level up yet, because... well, I guess in the gym battle against Blaine... good. I can't even progress here. Why did I do that? But yeah, in the gym battle against Blaine, only Reptar the Kingdra got any notable experience. And it actually kind of makes me sad that I had to ditch it. But the only one I could have taken out was Kappa. And I don't want to do that. Kappa has been such a good team member in this playthrough. Oh yeah, here we have the map, by the way. Let's see what we got here, actually. We got Kindle Road, which is what we were on just now. We got Mount Ember. Oh, and here was Treasure Beach, which I've already done. Then here we got 2 Island, which is kind of small. We only got Cape Brink, and that's it. And 3 Island is, I think, one of the biggest ones. Let's see, we got a port. What is this noise? I've never heard that noise before. But yeah, we got Three Isle Port, Three Island, Bond Bridge, and Berry Forest. Generic names, hooray! But yeah, let me fly back to one island because I just want to heal my team, get back the PP I've lost, and listen to the new Pokemon Center music again. Ah, so lovely. Anyways, here we are at Nurse Joy. Do your job. Thank you. Thank you for visiting. Yeah, whatever, go away. I know what you're saying. But anyways, we will continue down our trip one island next time. But for now, I will save my game, overwrite my old file, not turn off the power because I just arrived on the islands, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.